In 1985, the icy stillness on the winter shores of Lake Michigan was at long last broken.
Well, here's another third down try for the Bears. 3rd and 6 from the 16 of Indianapolis. McMahon takes the snap, hands it off to Peyton. Big hole up the middle, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown!
For the first time in 23 years, the sounds of success rang throughout the city, thanks to a unique group of young men. Characters with character, bound together by the unyielding desire to win. The Chicago Bears captured the hearts of a city and a nation. The Bears won the affection of their fans as much for who they were as for what they accomplished.
Yeah, I think they're hard-working guys, and they're down-to-earth guys, just like guys you meet down here.
Chicago, the blue-collar town, discovered a hard-hatted team it could be proud of. Driven by the fiery leadership of head coach Mike Ditka, the Bears worked overtime in 1985 to earn 15 regular season wins and a date with destiny.
We're on a mission, and our mission is to be the best that we can possibly be, and that's what's happening.
The playoffs were just one more obstacle to be thrust aside on Chicago's road to Super Bowl 20. In New Orleans, the Bears dominated the New England Patriots, setting 7 Super Bowl records and capping the greatest season in the history of the Charter franchise. In one of the most one-sided championship games in league annals, this unique team dramatically restored the dignity of a proud organization. The 1985 season opened with a refreshing air of optimism as the Bears emerged from their summer hibernation, confident they would continue the winning ways established in 1984. A Week 1 38-28 come-from-behind win over Tampa Bay, followed by a 20-7 victory over the Patriots, provided the first hints of something special. But it was in Week 3 at Minnesota when the lightning struck. With starter Jim McMahon sidelined with an injury, the Vikings took a 17-9 lead, forcing head coach Mike Ditka to summon the tricks of his magician-like quarterback.
Evidence from the sidelines looks like Jim McMahon will be coming into quarterback. Spent 2 nights at Lake Forest Hospital for back spasms up near his neck. And he's on to try to revive the Bears offense. Peyton the lone setback. Suey in motion to the left side. Vikings coming on a blitz. McMahon back to throw. Throws it deep down the middle. Will he go? His end zone makes the over-the-shoulder cut to the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Yeah. All right. The first play from scrimmage for Jim McMahon with an all-out blitz coming at him. He got it away.
Of course, McMahon took a nice shot after the play, but so what?
McMahon's first 2 passes were for touchdowns, and he added a third to beat Minnesota 33-24. With a 3-0 record, Chicago had begun its methodical march toward New Orleans, thanks in part to a quarterback who prefers the war down in the trenches with the foot soldiers.
To me, I'm one of the guys. I enjoy being around, the other people, my linemen especially. You can't be a great quarterback without people surrounding you.
McMahon's teammates vouch for his level-headed approach to life, as well as his hard-headed approach to football.
He has the guts to be an individual, and I think he's added a lot to the Chicago Bear organization as far as being a quarterback that's a winner and not afraid to do things that other people wouldn't.
McMahon gave a blue tinge to pro football's white-collar position with his willingness to roll up his jersey sleeves and get his hands dirty. A versatile athlete, number 9 was the NFC's second-ranked passer thanks to a fine collection of pass catchers. Tim Reitman and Emery Moorhead, number 87, alternated at tight end, while Ken Marjoram, Willie Gault, and Dennis McKinnon, number 85, gave Chicago a talented core of wide receivers. In Week 6, the road to the Super Bowl found the Bears back in San Francisco. But unlike the 1984 playoff loss, this visit fueled Chicago's journey with all-rookie kicker Kevin Butler's 4 field goals and the memorable play of the game's premier runner, Walter Payton. The Bears beat the 49ers 26-10. And in the process, gave the game a new twist, a very large twist.
William Perry, all 315 pounds, lining up in the fullback formation.
Excuse me for laughing in your ear, but I mean, that is something. It's got a good stance.
The handoff, Perry hammering to the left side of the line. Dwayne Board is shoved back by William Perry, and Williams out to the 41-yard line. An impressive victory for the Chicago Bears over the San Francisco 49ers. And what a day for William Perry.
In a game often taken too seriously, William the Refrigerator Perry became a national delight as a ball carrier.
First and goal inside the Green Bay 1 for the Bears. Hand off to Perry, crosses the right side of the line. Touchdown!
And he leaped into the end zone. How about that?
The legend continues. William Perry on a 1-yard touchdown run.
On a team full of personalities, the Fridge fit in perfectly. Perry's primary purpose was to play defense, but his versatility made him a valuable offensive weapon.
I love scoring, but I never thought it would come as a running back in the NFL, and I was happy about that and overwhelmed about it because it tickled me inside to death.
While Perry made news in 1985, Walter Payton continued to make history. Payton's 9th 1,000-yard season set an NFL record, as did his 9 consecutive 100-yard games. Despite the emergence of new offensive stars, the all-pro running back remained the heart of the Bear offense. Payton showcased his skills in a crucial midseason stretch. Against Green Bay, he ran for 192 yards to help beat the Packers 16-10. Then, the following week, cleared the way for Calvin Thomas and a 24-3 win over Detroit. Despite a 10-0 record, Chicago's place among the NFL's power elite remained at issue. However, Week 11 would settle the issue as the country watched. The colorful Bears had already dethroned Dallas as America's team. Now they were anxious to prove themselves as the best team in America. Quarterback Steve Fuller dissected the Doomsday defense with the all-purpose assistance of fullback Matt Suhey, number 26. In a full team effort, punter Maury Buford, who averaged over 40 yards a kick in 1985, kept the Cowboys backed against their own goal line, with a merciless Bear defense breathing in their faces. The Bears manhandled Dallas in a way the Cowboys had never experienced.
Renfro wide to the right. The running backs lined up in the end zone, and White backpedals underneath his crossbar. Fires the right side of the ball. Tipped in the air by Hampton. Picked up by Dent. Spins to the end zone. Touchdown! And Renfro in motion to the left. And back to throw. Hogeboom has to get it away to hurry over the middle. Intercepted by Richardson. 35-30 down the right side. It was 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mike Richardson and the Chicago Bears.
Chicago's 44-0 win was convincing evidence that the NFC Central Division title was just one of many crowns the Bears would wear in 1985. Coaching in the shadow of his mentor, George Halas, Mike Ditka led the Bears into the light in 1985. NFL Coach of the Year, Ditka is a champion of old-fashioned values, consistently firm but fair.
To me, that's just the psychology of life, of how to get the best out of somebody, how to knock them down when they get too big for their britches, and how to raise them up when they're down.
I told our football team early in the year a couple of things. The one thing is put a chip on your shoulder, leave it on there for the whole year, and defy somebody to knock it off. If they do knock it off, make them pay the price.
Miami knocked the chip off in Week 13, but it was the unfortunate Colts, Jets, and Lions. Chicago's final three opponents who paid the painfully high price. All-Pro defensive lineman Richard Dent, who has emerged as one of the NFL's sack leaders, combined with perennial All-Pro Dan Hampton, Steve McMichael, Mike Hartenstein, The Fridge, Tyrone Keys, and Henry Waxter to mount a fierce pass rush that cost quarterbacks dearly. The key to the Bears' #1 ranked defense was unrelenting pressure, and they made no attempt to conceal their violent intentions. Chicago recorded 64 sacks and 3 safeties, while rekindling images of the great Bear defenses of the past.
We are the new monsters of the Midway, and I don't like to use the word mean, but when I look at the film after we played, once we get out there on the field, you know, we are pretty mean.
Defensive Player of the Year Mike Singletary, All-Pro Otis Wilson, and Wilbur Marshall were the linebackers in this ornery lot. The Bear defense, coached by Buddy Ryan, attacked opposing offenses, and the result was an NFL-high 54 turnovers. Chicago's 34 interceptions were also a league best, largely due to the efforts of defensive backs Leslie Frazier, number 21, All-Pro Gary Fensick, number 45, Mike Richardson, and Dave Durson. The aggressive nature of the Bear defense was clearly evident in their final regular season game against Detroit. The 37-17 win earned Chicago its 15th victory and was born of the same elements which had propelled the team throughout the season. The winning mix of offense, defense, and special teams play. The Bears were headed into the playoffs with a full head of steam as the most crucial portion of their mission was about to begin. For the first time since 1963, Chicago was an arena for pro football's postseason gladiators. And while chilling memories of the Bears' proud past Added to the already freezing temperatures, the only ice on the field was running through the veins of each Chicago player.
Vendetta from his end zone. Bears look at good field position.
Oh, he missed it!
This is the football.
He missed
it's
it!
inside the field.
Oh, it's Sean Gale! Holy smokes!
One score was all the cushion the Bears needed.
The snap to McMahon. He pop flies the right side of the end zone for McMahon.
Touchdown! Great catch!
With a touchdown!
Great catch!
Goff to the left side, and McKinnon wide right. McMahon back to throw. Pitches the right side. McKinnon.
He's got it!
The Bears scored a convincing 21-0 shutout over the Giants, but their journey was still far from over.
This is not the end of the road. I mean, there's work to be done. There's miles to go. That's the way the poem goes. We've got a little way to go yet.
And I tell you, it's going to get better. Well, like I said, the best is yet to come. It really is.
Soldier Field in Chicago, the NFC Championship, and a trip to New Orleans for Super Bowl 20.
After 23 years of waiting, Chicago's dream of a championship was soon to become a reality.
We got it now! A lucky ticket!
Son, this is the greatest day. Woo, showtime, man. Showtime.
This is what it's all about. This is for the World's Championship right here now.
Kick ass, let everything hang out! Am I right? Am I
right? As they had done all season long, All-Pro Jimbo Covert, Mark Bortz, Keith Van Horn, Tom Thayer, and Pro Bowler Jay Hilgenberg worked as an offensive line to launch the winning Bear attack.
McMahon drops back to throw. McMahon steps up. Now he'll take himself. Cutting up to the 15. The 10. They go all the way to the 5. That's an easy winner. But he puts the Bears on top. McMahon rolling left, looking to deal. He fires the left side of the end zone. Willie Golden was wide open, and Jim McMahon put it into the left corner of the end zone. And the Bears lead it 16-0.
The Mad Dog Bear defense shut down the Rams' Eric Dickerson, then ended the game in storybook fashion.
I wonder if finally arrived.
Maybe they're cheering for the snow.
I think they are.
Not to get theatrical, but I mean, how better can you write a script here for crying out loud?
Third down, 11 yards to go for Dieter Brock and company. Brock back to pass, the rush out. And hammered down. He got the ball. Picked up by Wilbur Marshall. Marshall running across the field. Go. 30, 20. He'll go all the way. 15, 5, touchdown. Let it go. The crowning jewel in their NFC Championship.
A record second consecutive playoff shutout was a spectacular amen to the prayers of not only a football team, but of an entire city. In dramatic style, the Chicago Bears had captured a championship, thus restoring their link with the team's legendary past under George Halas. And the reward was a trophy bearing his name.
It's a special honor and privilege for me to present this trophy to Ed McCaskey, the chairman of the board, to Michael McCaskey, president of the Bears, and to our coach of the year and every year, Mike Ditka.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Most teams venture cautiously into pro football's biggest game. However, the Bears arrived in New Orleans with a confident swagger. Super Bowl 20 was the season's ultimate game, but the Bears approached it as they had every other game, with reckless abandon. The Bears put their bodies on the line, but it was the Patriots who found themselves in a life-threatening situation. The opportunistic defense set up Matt Suey's first quarter touchdown and a 13-3 lead. In a game that perfectly reflected Chicago's entire season, the Bears earned their victory in a dominating style few teams, past or present, could equal.
Again, William Perry in the backfield, first and goal from the 1-yard line, handoff to the bridge. William Perry has scored on a 1-yard touchdown run.
Led by MVP Richard Dent, Chicago allowed the Patriots just over 100 yards of total offense and recorded 7 sacks in the greatest defensive performance in a Super Bowl. And typically, the defense wasn't content with protecting a lead, they sought to increase it. Reggie Phillips, number 48, became the 11th defensive player to score in 1985 and the 24th Bear player overall. The Bears' 46-10 win earned them a Super Bowl trophy. The manner in which they won it earned them a spot in pro football history.
We set out to accomplish a mission, and the mission was accomplished. And it was a good feeling to know that at the end of the game we could look at each other and give each other a hug with the tears that were in our eyes and feel that we came here to win, and we did it. And immediately I thought about the people in Chicago for so many years, since '63, have not known what it was to have a winner, to have a champion. And we brought it to Chicago, and that was exciting.
All the years of battered dreams and near misses were finally erased as 1985 witnessed the glorious celebration of a very special season.